amigos. Bienvenidos. Los jefes del radio están aquí. Escuche.
All right, first of all, let me just say this. You were right. I was wrong.
What?
3 is the magic number. 3 and only 3.
The magic number for...
I said,
the number of people.
that Kinky would have an entourage of about 7. Limo drivers and door openers and all that kind of stuff. Only 3.
Mary Landry had 5.
Yeah, she had a lot. We say good morning to Kinky Friedman.
Hello, good morning, Steve.
There we go. I had to push a couple of buttons there. Now, say good morning to Texas.
Good morning, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here.
Unlike some of the other radio morning shows you may have had dealings with, you are now speaking to the majority of the state of Texas, in which you want to run and
all at one time
command the governorship.
That's right.
You got Dallas, Fort Worth, you got Houston and
Beaumont,
Galveston,
Port Arthur, Temple, Killeen, Waco.
Killeen, Central Texas, all covered here on this one.
Everybody
mighty
but
powerful
Austin.
Show. Well, we're working on that.
We're told we're not welcome in Austin.
The minute he gets there, we're there.
That changes, yeah. Everything will be different when I'm governor.
We're not welcome in Hippie Holler. I don't know what the deal is.
That's because you're straight. That's a different story altogether.
I can be flexible.
First off, a couple of questions. Get to know you a little bit and stuff. What's your favorite kind of pizza when you order it, on the phone for delivery?
I need an answer for that. I'd say hamburger.
You like a
the base. I'm not a big pizza guy. I like a big hairy steak.
Well, sure.
I'd prefer that, of course. You like a big hairy steak?
I like a big hairy steak. Yeah.
One of the things that always gets me, one of the things I really hate is the
big hairy
concept
steak?
of I'm okay with a big hairy steak. The concept of the wasted vote. I always get this thing, are you going to vote for Kinky Friedman? You waste your vote. And I said, well, it's back like when Adolf Hitler was running for Chancellor of Germany. A lot of people said, that guy's nuts. He wants to kill all the gypsies and the Jews, and he wants to conquer the world and start a super race. And I said, yeah, but he's ahead in the polls.
Oh, he's winning.
If I don't vote for him, I'll waste my vote. And that's how he got to be the guy. So,
well, we as of yesterday, we're now second in the polls. That's the likely voter polls. And, of course, that doesn't count all the unlikely voters that are now showing up for early voting. It's 60% above last time's mark in Bexar County and San Antonio and in Harris County. And that's huge. If it stays at that level, and there's no reason to think that it won't, I'm the governor, guys. We're sitting here with
and that's before this. So
that's
imagine
before
how many
this show.
Unlikely voters you got listening right now.
Now you were going to you're going to have Willie Nelson be what, Secretary of Agriculture or something?
No. Willie's the new energy chief of Texas for renewable fuels
because of the biodiesel.
That's right, biodiesel and ethanol. And I'm telling you right now, this is people are finally. I think they were laughing about that for a while. They're getting, as Marion Barry says, get over it. Because Willie can get the farmers biodiesel co-ops all across the landscape of Texas. So anybody with a diesel can really try this stuff. And the truckers are also his friends. And the next thing, the soccer moms are going to realize it's clean energy.
Well, the country of Brazil is a pretty good-sized country.
Yep.
Now, we don't know that much about it up here. But Brazil's
energy independent.
They don't buy a single gallon of foreign oil. It's all done right there in Brazil. They use sugar cane to make the ethanol. I don't know about biodiesel, but they'll probably burn it if they can. But I understand that Willie runs his bus on
100% vegetable
French
oil.
fries.
Yeah, that's
French
right.
Is
fries.
that a fact?
Yeah.
So he can just pull up at any fast food restaurant and say, fill her up.
He can pull up at Jack in the Box and say, open your vat into my bus. I'm going to drive to Amarillo or something.
Well, besides Willie, who else you going to have working for you when you get in?
I'm going to have people from the private sector who don't like the Crips and don't like the Bloods, but love Texas and who are honest.
Will you have any homosexuals on your staff?
Well, there's little Juford, of course. And as you can see by that outfit, that's Elvis's shower curtain he's wearing right there.
That is a blazing jacket.
I believe that would glow in the dark. That's nice.
Little Juford is here with Kinky. He's right over there. You can't see him.
Steve, I support gay marriage, as you may know.
I was reading about that.
I was the guy that Robin Williams used our line, which is, I think that they've got every right to be just as miserable as the rest of us.
Absolutely.
That was used in the movie.
I actually don't support gay marriage myself, but I support.
I don't know what the hell's the matter with these gay people. Why the hell they'd want to be married in the first place? It's the perfect excuse. You gonna marry me or
I
what?
would love to.
I would, but it's against the law.
John,
wouldn't I love a good
love is
excuse?
bigger than government. That's the point.
I'd
Love
love
is
to be
bigger
able to
than
tell
government.
a woman that. I'd love to marry you, honey, but it's just against the law. I can't do it. It's perfect. It's a perfect answer.
Yep.
We will probably be a lot of homosexuals in the cabinet.
Well, good. I like that. I know the homosexual community is listening this morning. I've talked to many of them in the
I
last
think we
few
should
days.
put them in charge of landscaping the freeways.
Well,
It'd be beautiful out there.
one way of going about it, not actually doing the work.
Sure.
We have people for that.
I mean, yeah, as a designer.
All right, if we're going to talk about the people doing the work that other people won't do.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and just get into this business about the illegal aliens. Is it illegal to come into this country
is it
across the border or not? Is it against the law?
Yes, it's against the law, and Rick Perry is pretending that he has an immigration policy when he doesn't. His only policy is don't offend Hispanics because they might go back to voting Democratic.
Wait a minute.
That's his policy.
Let me defend Rick here. I saw a television commercial where I saw him cuffing an illegal alien with his own handcuffs.
After catching him with his binoculars and racing down to the river to stop him.
Everybody knows if you see it on a TV commercial, it's got to be true. Right?
I want 10,000 troops on that border. I want to protect that border right now. And after we do really protect it, I'm saying the way Mexico protects their border, Texas should protect its own. And after that, and by the way, Joaquin Jackson, Texas Ranger, is who I've already talked to about handling the border. You know, one border, one ranger.
There you go.
Put him in charge.
I
He
like
will
that.
see that nobody comes across that shouldn't be here. And then secondly, then you print the taxpayer ID cards. Give a foreigner a criminal background check when he buys his taxpayer ID card. If he passes, he works in Texas. And after that, if we catch you hiring an illegal without the taxpayer ID card, we sock it to you. $25,000 fine the first time, $50,000 subsequent fine.
That's where it has to be
That'll do
controlled on the demand side, not the supply. You can't blame poor people for looking for
No,
a
you
nut.
can't. That's
They're
right.
going to come get it.
Who would Jesus deport?
Well, that's a good question.
I like this. Some guy said the other day, he said, if we build a 20-foot wall on the border, a 20-foot wall all down the border, he said, there's going to be a business in 20-foot ladders like you wouldn't believe.
No, there's also, as far as, I've been for the wall. I've been for whatever it takes. But Jesse Ventura, who came down here and helped us campaign a few weeks ago, Jesse convinced me that the wall is a bad idea because in 10 years' time, we might want to get out of here.
Well, now, see, we wasn't thinking like that,
Now,
was
wait
we?
a minute. All we have to do is get on that big trans-Texas corridor and drive straight into the heart of Mexico.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that's a real winner, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a
I
good idea.
haven't met a Texan yet who supports the Trans-Texas corridor. What do you think?
Nobody wants it, but it looks like we're going to get it anyway.
I want to know
give it to us.
how it got so passed and it was so quiet.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, it's like, oh, yeah, you guys passed that, remember? No,
You guys
no.
remember
I
that?
think you voted for that.
Yeah, remember when we all voted for it and you passed? No, it must have been called something else. I don't know what. Nobody mentioned the 4-football field freeway that goes all the way from Mexico City to Kansas.
You don't have to run off anywhere real quick, do you? I know you got a busy schedule, but we was hoping to keep you for a little while.
Got a break?
We got to take a little break, do a little something, and then the serious presentation coming when we come back.
Presentation.
Yeah, I think we should do the
The gift-
presentation.
yeah.
Your personality starting to annoy me already, Steve.